Hey everyone. So right off the bat, I just want to give a reminder that I could really use my subscriber support at this time. I know everyone's really gone through some really tough times over the past year and a half to 2 years, and myself included in that. And I want to thank all of you immensely who have stuck with me and continue to support this channel. My channel remains to be under heavy attack, not just from YouTube, but from other people in the community, constantly attacking my channel, trying to get it removed. And so I just got another email today about yet another one of my videos being removed for community cyberbullying and harassment, hate speech, and glorifying violence. On the community guideline strikes for one of my Westworld symbolism videos, which almost every single one of that entire series has been removed thus far. And I'm going to show you the details, and we'll go through and I'll show you at high speed scrubbing exactly what is in that video and how, yet again, it's a false guideline strike. So I'll show you all the details of that so you can see it for yourself. But right up front, there's a lot more content on the way that's going to be truly mind-blowing, groundbreaking. I'm going back into my old archives, finishing up all of my symbols of power and unfinished films and presentations. So there's a lot more mind-blowing esoteric content on the way. So I could really use your support. I don't know why. The more content and the better content I continue to pump out, the more subscribers I continue to lose, the more patrons I continue to lose. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to continue to do it anyways, guys. So I just want to give a reminder that thank you immensely to all of you who continue have in the past and continue to support this channel. To all of my patrons who have subscribed and are loyal supporters of the channel, to all of you guys who have bought the book, to all of you guys who have bought some merch, and simply all of you, the best way you can help continue to support my channel is make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel and hit the bell button for notifications, because many of you have messaged me on all the different platforms telling me that YouTube unsubscribed you without your knowledge. And that's what YouTube does routinely, not just to my channel, but to every channel out there. So make sure that you're still subscribed. The best way you can support me for quick, easy ways is to like each video, hit the like button underneath each video, share the videos out there each time I make one, engage regularly with the content by hitting the like button, leaving a comment, letting me know what you think, even if it's just something like a little emoji, something very quick and simple. As long as you're doing something to engage with the content, letting the algorithms know that you appreciate and are willing to engage with this content. So that's the best way you guys can help me. I know I've told many of you guys that Patreon is not a safe platform to, and they have in the past, they suspended my accounts, and I asked you guys to move over to Subscribestar instead. And what happened is a lot of people just left and haven't supported on other platforms. So I'm really struggling for my income right now, because for those of you who don't know me, this is actually what I do full time. It's my full-time income comes primarily only from YouTube and from my patrons, my supporting monthly patrons. So that is almost my entire source of income, as well as the books and the merch. And that's literally that's my only sources of income. So this is what I do full time for my income. So, and I've lost over half of my income. I lost about 3/4 of my income when YouTube totally deleted my entire channel, and my entire channel is on 2 strikes now. So it could be deleted yet again. I'm just waiting to wake up one morning and see that that it's the last final strike and they've deleted my channel yet again, which is my only source of income. So I could really use you guys' support if if each of my subscribers just, signs up for $1 a month, that will be more than enough to support me going on into the future. But what if you are able to, if you guys have it, if you're able to, I could really use the support. Okay, so yet again, here's the video again that YouTube has removed for a guideline strike yet again for cyberbullying and harassment. Content glorifying or inciting acts of violence is not allowed on YouTube. Yet again, there is nothing like that in this video. So I'm going to play it at 2x speed. So here you go.
Are using this time of disruption and desperation to try and push through many elements needed to implement their fourth industrial revolution program. Pay attention to this here, the fourth phase of the industrial revolution. The fourth phase is significant for popping up all throughout this film presentation that I'm putting together. It's the fourth phase.
It is only the beginning of what we're really doing, and now we're in a different phase.
This is only the beginning of what we're really doing, because what they're really doing is putting everything in place to start the New World Order.
Now we're in a different phase.
So take note of that. This includes global digital currency, smart biometric surveillance, wearable technologies, online education, telepresence, labor, including telemedicine, teletherapy. Everything will be done through a screen. You will get married through a TV, through a screen. You will watch your kids be born and your parents die through a TV screen. Everything we will be doing, the new normal from this point on, will be done through a screen, telecommunication. Alone, together. Social isolation, that is the world that they want us living in.
Have you thought about what's changed forever? What's changed forever?
I do think some of the digital approaches that we're catching on anyway have been accelerated. Even I'm surprised that doing these meetings digitally for a lot of things works pretty well.
Stop right there. This is the world's largest conflict of interest I've ever seen in my entire life. You've got a tech giant influencing the entire World Health Initiative, as well as it's a conflict of interest on a level that I've never seen in my entire life. This is unacceptable.
We really need experts in government, and they need to think through these scenarios to protect us for any future pandemic. I think it will be a lot of change, I hope.
All of this is happening against the backdrop of increased policing, diminished labor and environmental protections, and the 5G infrastructure installation. So this is a screenshot that he took of the actual website. And so this is another thing we need to get into. We'll get into the actual functional, interactive website of the Strategic Intelligence Central Grid for the World Economic Forum, which is it's a fascinating interactive web that includes literally, it shows it's linked and connected to like all the world's mainstream articles and videos and data being put out about all of these various different global structures. Okay, and so this is where, yet again, things start to get really, really crazy, is I want you to take specific notice of the structure of the World Economic Forum's strategic intelligence map, basically their central database of all their data points of what's going on in the world. And pay attention to that structure, because that is the exact structure of the sun. It is a corona, it is a halo, the exact same structure, why it was very symbolically one of the key visual aspects of the entire season 3 of Westworld revolves entirely around the symbolism of the corona and the eclipse, which is why they constantly depict their global maps throughout the scenery of the season 3 by the depiction of the corona, the sun corona of the halo of light. That's how they depict their global map, which is representing the global. This is the depiction of the neon god from Westworld. It's the central AI database. It is the corona, and this will make much further sense later on in the film when we fully cover the etymology and symbolism of the corona. And yet again, this is also very interesting. Take a look at the model depicted here as the operatives for the outlier program. Look at the model, the shape of the model, compared to the World Economic Forum strategic intelligence model. Very interesting. And very interesting. Have a look at the models here depicted in Westworld, once again, of the super AI quantum computer Rehoboam, compared to the Central Intelligence strategic intelligence. Okay, guys, so this is getting absolutely unbelievable. So I decided to track this down even further and even more in detail. So I ended up watching I ended up finding out what exactly this is. And it turns out that this is known as the divergence map from Westworld, is what it's called. It's called the divergence map. And what it does is it depicts a global depiction of the computer AI database where any significant event upon the globe happens. It appears as a spike in information, or in other words, a data spike in consciousness at these points of the globe. And so I watched the entire trailer. I haven't seen this trailer yet before, so I watched the whole thing through, and it's absolutely shocking, and to the very last detail. So let's go through and listen to this detail real quick. So what it is this is a timeline of events that have occurred in the Westworld series. So the timeline begins here on June 12, 2019 with the divergence event of the wide-scale protests in Hong Kong, wide-scale political unrest, these are real events. The first two are real events that actually happened within our timeline. And the protests in Hong Kong were massive protests for freedom and sovereignty, and they were quashed. They were completely dispelled by the emergence of the corona, is what ended the critical mass events in Hong Kong. And don't ask me how I noticed this, but if I noticed the digits on the screen here, and it literally says Phase 4 of divergence. This will be highly symbolic, highly significant later on in the film. The Phase 4. Our next major divergent event is Washington, D.C. 12/18/19. Impeachment of Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, was our second mass divergent event. It then goes on to predict on May 20th of 2020 an ecological collapse in Indonesia. So stay tuned for the next part. We'll pick up right here where we left off.
Whoops, my mic was muted. So there you have it. So that's what it is. This is apparently, that's apparently community guideline strike for cyberbullying and harassment. It's false. It's a false claim. These are false strikes. These are false attacks on my channel. So anyways, guys, I could really use your support. For those, thank you so much for those of you who have supported in the past and continue to support. It really means a lot. So yeah, if you appreciate this content, make sure to hit the subscribe button and share this video out there. Share my videos around. Thank you, and y'all have a good one. I appreciate it. My name is Cullen Smith. I'm a published author. Today I would like to introduce you all to my brand new published book, The Hive Mind Invasion of Civilization, a compendium of esoteric science, symbolism, and universal secrets. If you'd like to purchase this book, you can head over to my brand new website that I've set up. It's still very bare bones. There's a lot of work I need to do on the site, but for now it's got the basic things that I need on there until I upload all of my content. You can sign up for the newsletter to receive email updates on all of my posts as I begin to populate the site with all of my archives of articles, books, videos, and films and courses and all of that good stuff. So you'll get notifications as I begin to populate the website with all of my content on it. So that's a good reason to sign up right now, even though there's no content on it yet. But you can pick up my books there. I've got my Hive Mind book. I've also got a couple other titles that I've released for, which are just study aids. They are journals such as Divine Manifestations, a dream journal to log your dream and awakening experiences and to highlight any insights or intuitions that may come to you along your process of growth and exploration of all of this content. I've got a food journal to log your nutritional progress and to log your health and fitness progress as well. And I've got a 50 Days of Gratitude journal as well, and I will be releasing several more titles as well to help expand and explore your own creativity and things of that nature. So these make great gifts for any friends, beloved family, any loved ones. So these are great gifts that you can pick up and also support Lifting the Veil and the work that I do in the process. So feel free and head on over to my brand new website, liftingtheveil.tv. And I will see all of you there. All right, have a great day. Thank you. My name is Cullen Smith. This is Lifting the Veil. You can find all of my full books, presentations, videos, films, articles, posts at subscribestar.com/liftingtheveil. Patreon has suspended this work and my account and income stream for this content. So if you are a supporting patron, then please, I ask you to move your support over to subscribestar.com/liftingtheveil. And I have just established a completely free, uncensored, totally free speech social media platform that replaces Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, every other platform all in one on liftingtheveil.locals.com. You can download the Locals app and you can join our group and have totally free speech and totally uncensored, unrestricted content access. And there is also a ton of exclusive content, and I will leave the cited reference links in the description down below. So you can check that out for all of my full content, and I will see you guys in the next video. I rely solely on word of mouth, and the recommended algorithms are not recommending any of my videos or films anymore. My channel has literally been completely restricted, so I rely on your help by sharing my work around if you appreciate it, and leave me your comments. I definitely want to know what you have to share and what you have to think about all of this stuff, and I will see you in the next video.